What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City live watch-along. Today we're going to be doing the FA Cup third round watch-along between Swindon Town in League 2 and Manchester City in the Premier League. A proper banana skin where Manchester City here have been seriously affected by COVID. But before I dive right on into that, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help to support my channel, then do subscribe. Now less than 600 subs away from my goal of 22,000 subscribers by the end of this month. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Plenty more football and Manchester City content to come. Also, don't forget social media links there in the description below and also on the yellow banner too. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, my email also in the description below and on the yellow banner too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries, leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. Once more, 100 likes is the aim. We're 80 likes away from that goal, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. And do let me know your thoughts while the live chat is rolling. Looking for plenty of interaction, so that would be fantastic. We've got Paul Jr. in on the chat. Much appreciated. Blue Skies as well. Thank you very much for tuning in. I will speak about the teams in just one moment. John, thanks very much for tuning in once more. Wanting a beer out the fridge. Ready to go. The Eagle, thanks very much for tuning in as well. I'm very well, thank you. How are you? And also Manchester City with the blue emoji there. Thanks very much for tuning in. Much appreciated. Do let me know your score prediction in the live chat. And also do let me know where you are tuning in from. But before I crack on with everything there is to talk about, just want to give a big shout out to today's video sponsor, which is once more brought to you by OneFootball. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. So thank you very much there to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. If you want to go and check out the OneFootball link is at the top of my description and also in the live chat as well. It's a free app to download, so any interaction and help in clicking that link to download OneFootball does help to support the future content created here on my channel and keeps these live watch-alongs coming for you guys. OneFootball will keep you up to date with all the latest football news, transfer news while all the transfer window is open, as well as all the latest score, statistics, live league table. I've got the OneFootball app up and I'll be using that today to provide all the information for you guys, including all the latest statistics during the game at halftime and at full time, and also providing you with the preview, which I'm going to do for you guys right now. Matty, thanks for tuning in, going for 4-0 or 10-0 to Manchester City after seeing the teams. And Seamus, thanks very much for tuning in. Loving the FA Cup Friday night, third round. A League 2 team, Swindon Town taking on Manchester City. Gets no better than this. So we're going to start off with the lineups. And the lineups for today is Ward in goal for Swindon. Odemeo, Conroy and Hunt start as a back three according to OneFootball. Reed starting as a defensive midfielder. It's Hayden out on the right wing. Ian Dolo out on the left wing. Leiden and Gladwin going through the middle. And it is Tyreece Simpson and also Harry McKirdy starting up top, with a two up top there for Swindon Town. So it's looking like a 3-5-2 there. So there we go. On the bench for Swindon, they've got Ryan East, Harry Parsons, Mohamed Dabre, Steve Mildenhall, Romany Critchlow, Jake O'Brien, Jonathan Williams, George Cowmeadow and Anthony Grant as well, performing in front of a sellout crowd today at the county ground. Now for Manchester City, we've been hit by COVID. We're starting today with Zack Steffen in goal, Walker right back, Cancelo left back, Dias and Ake start as City's two centre backs. Very strong defensive line that from Manchester City. It's Rodri as our holding midfielder alongside Ilkay Gundogan and Kevin De Bruyne, a very strong midfield that from Manchester City as well. I suspect it's going to be Bernardo Silva on the right-hand side, Gabriel Jesus on the left-hand side, and Palmer through the middle, or Palmer going either wing alongside Bernardo Silva and Jesus leading the line there for Manchester City. Whatever it is, with no Pep Guardiola, it is a very strong team, this, from Manchester City. Keiki on the bench along with Luke Mbete, Scott Carson, Conrad Egan, Oscar Bob, Kieran Slicker, Romeo Lavia, Aymeric Laporte and James McAtee. Plenty of opportunity there for Manchester City to be getting plenty of young players coming in off the bench. No replays, of course, so this will go straight to extra time if we're level after 90 minutes, and we'll go to penalties if the two teams cannot be separated there as well. FIFA, thanks very much for tuning in. Julian, thanks very much for tuning in. And Vaymer, thanks very much for tuning in as well. City disrespecting the cup with that very strong lineup there. Hope we can get the job done. And the job is plain and simple. Win this game, get into the 4th round of the FA Cup. City playing once a week. No reason why we can't go over a strong team. And that's exactly what's happening here. And Manchester City's assistant, who's taking charge, whose name slipped me. I'm sure someone will leave it in the live chat. They're going, he's leading for Manchester City, and we'll be listening to Pep Guardiola, who's having to isolate at home, so we'll be having an input on this game. He'll be able to over-analyse, I'm sure, just like Mikel Arteta was doing the other day for Arsenal when we faced them last weekend. So there we go. Jack, thanks very much for tuning in as well. So I've got a little bit of pre-match entertainment for you guys to enjoy while I just go and get a couple of things sorted for this live watch-along. This is 10 cocktails that you must try featuring me. Enjoy it. Mix in his links in the description. If you want to go and subscribe to him, that would be much appreciated. Anyway, 10 cocktails that you must try. Enjoy.
What's going on, guys? Mixed here, back again for another cocktail video. Today is another special video, guys, as I will be doing Mixed and JSGC's favourite 10 cocktails. So it's a Christmas special. I will be making 10 cocktails in this episode. So to start off, guys, I will be making the Porn Star Martini. Get your shaker and put in 45 ice cubes. 40ml, which is 1.3 ounce of vanilla vodka. 20ml, which is just short of 3/4 of an ounce of Passoa. 20ml, again, just short of 3/4 of an ounce of passion fruit puree. I'm using a passion fruit syrup. 10ml, which is 1/3 of an ounce of vanilla syrup. Is 15ml or 1/2 ounce of fresh lemon juice. The last bit, you can put an egg white, but I prefer to use a miraculous foamer because they give it a nice foam. What we'll do, we'll put in 2 pipettes of it. So what I'll do a normal shake and then I'll do a dry shake without the ice, so I'll do 2 shakes. That's how you get the foam. So it's a reverse dry shake, what I'm going to do. As you can see, guys, I've got no ice, so I'll pull this back in. And do a dry shake first if you want to do it like that. Because I dry shake and then add your ice shake again for 10 seconds, or you can do it my way. So again, we'll shake 10 seconds, nice and hard. The one thing I like about the miraculous foam is it doesn't have the egg white, it doesn't have that wet dog smell. Beautiful. I will garnish with half the passion fruit on top. I think it's even better than the original I did, because I did wear egg white in the original one. That looks beautiful. Just can't go wrong with Porn Star Martini, but this is cocktail number 1. And like with any Porn Star Martini, a shot glass of Prosecco. So cocktail number 2.
Next up is cocktail number 2. Cocktail number 2 is one of McSid's favourite, which is a Black Russian. Rather simple cocktail to make. We're going to put into a glass, put it with ice, stir it, done. Coffee based liqueur, 30ml.
Which is 1 ounce.
Two parts, 60ml or 2 ounces of vodka. We're going for the Grey Goose. It's Christmas.
It's a lot of Grey Goose, it's very smooth.
And now all you need is a large ice cube. Drop it in and give it a stir. There we go. I'm not mixing, so I'm not as good.
You put to make a White Russian, just add a bit of cream on top.
There we go, 1 Black Russian. On to cocktail number 3.
Cocktail number 3. It is the famous screwball from The Alchemist. I'm using their recipe now. It's one of JSGC's favourite cocktails. Highly recommend this if you ever go to The Alchemist. 45 ice cubes. First ingredient, guys, is 25ml, just short of 1 ounce of raspberry vodka. $25, just short of 1 ounce again of blue curacao. Next, 15ml or half an ounce of fresh lime juice. I'm using a special citric acid which can use as a substitute for lemon and lime juice. Any citric acid, it's citric acid dilution. This it's beautiful. But it's very clear as well. Because with it reduces the cloudiness of the citric of your lime juice and lemon juice. 40ml, which is 1.3 ounce of apple juice. I'm using the concentrate for my one. So you can use cloudy apple juice if you have it as well. Last but not least, 25ml, just short of 1 ounce of bubblegum syrup. Put your lid up, give it a bang and give it a hard shake, 8 to 10 seconds to get nice and chilled. So we're using a rocks glass for this. Just give it a bang and strain into your cocktail glass. Add your white chocolate foam. To garnish it with a Luxardo cherry. And now on to cocktail number 4, Smoky Old Fashioned. So cocktail number 4, Smoky Old Fashioned, which again, it's one of my personal favourites. I love bourbon. And I love this. Woodford Reserve, cannot beat it. It's a nice peaty, smoky bourbon. So to make the smoky old fashioned, guys, we're going to put in 2 big ice cubes, or 1 circular big one if you've got one. But I'm going to use 2. Well, let's build this cocktail up, guys. So put in 45ml or 1.5 ounce of Woodford Reserve. So it doesn't have to be Woodford Reserve. Can use any old bourbon. I recommend a peaty one or smoky one. So this is just filtered water, so 25ml, which is just short of 1 ounce. 20ml, which is just short of 3/4 ounce of maple syrup. Gives it that nice little flavour. Should be this, but I don't have a like. So I'll show you. Just if I had to drop this in here, just pour in. Beautiful. So I'm using hickory wood chips here. So we've got smoke. I'll let it build up. I'll give this a quick stir and then I'll pour into the drink. So we'll give this a stir. So we'll smoke it. Nice little effect in it. And that, my friends, is cocktail number 4, Smoky Old Fashioned. Beautiful. On to cocktail number 5, the Mai Tai.
Next up is cocktail number 5. We're going to be making the Mai Tai. So the first thing you want to do, we've got our tiki glass, is fill it with ice.
Nice. One thing to mention, you can use crushed ice if you got that instead.
What you want to do, get your cocktail shaker and put in 4 to 5 ice cubes. Is put in 45ml of white rum. We're using the Kingston Jamaican white rum.
It's 1.5 ounce for an international audience, 45ml.
22.5ml of Cointreau,
which is 3/4 ounce.
$52.5ml
Fresh lime juice, but we're using citric acid dilution, my substitute. I recommend it. Look how clear it is.
As you can see, Aaron's the man to go to for this. 15ml, just short of 1 ounce.
15ml, half an ounce.
Monin,
which is orgeat.
I have no idea what that is.
So it's like an almond syrup, orgeat.
15ml.
That's what it is.
Fair enough. And lastly, we're going for dark rum. We're going for the Kraken.
Yeah.
Which again is 15ml or half an ounce.
I've not tried it yet in person though. Looking forward to it.
Bit of nice hard shake, 8 to 10 seconds. Get it nice and chilled. Perfect. Now, take our tiki glass, knock the lid off, straight into it. For our garnish, we've got a nice lime wheel popped onto there.
Beautiful.
We've got our mint sprig. There we go. We'll just sit that just nice on top there. And then our straw is our final thing to do. Nice tiki straw in there. 1 Mai Tai. On to cocktail number 6.
Cocktail number 6, the zombie, are one of my specialities and one of my favourites to make. It's a tiki cocktail. So putting crushed ice into your glass, fill it up. Like that. So what you want to do, guys, we're going to build it up in a cocktail. So open your tin shaker and put in 45 ice cubes. The first ingredient, guys, is 45ml or 1.5 ounce of white rum. 45ml or 1.5 ounce of Gunga rum. I'm using the McAtee Major Laser. 30ml or 1 ounce of dark rum. I'm using the Kraken. Yeah. 10ml or 1/3 ounce of Pernod. 22.5ml or 3/4 ounce of fresh lime juice or citric acid dilution, very clear. It's 15ml or half an ounce of the Don Beach's mix. So it's like a cinnamon syrup, but mixed in with grapefruit juice. So it turns that colour. Just doing that so no cinnamon sticks gets into it, because there's a little bit of cinnamon in it. So it's 15ml or half an ounce of Falernum. A teaspoon or 5ml of grenadine.
Having some technical difficulties today. I apologise for, ladies and gentlemen, but I hope everybody can hear me and see me. We do have kickoff anyway here for this match between Swindon and Manchester City. City are in the penalty area. Actually, the shot comes in and it's deflected and over the crossbar for a corner there to Manchester City. City attacking from right to left, Swindon attacking from left to right. It was Cole Palmer that was with that shot there before. And a good block in the end. And out for a corner to Manchester City. City looking to put the early pressure on here. So a corner that Kevin De Bruyne is going to take for Manchester City. And comes in. It's not a very good one, and it is cleared by Swindon. And then City looking to try and build the way back in towards the box, but they have been forced backwards as a bit of press comes in from Swindon. There we go. I'm going for 3-1 Manchester City is my score prediction. Dad going for 4-1. Thanks for help moderating the chat. Mixid going for 3-0 to Manchester City. Good evening, by the way, Mixid. Thanks for tuning in. Like I said, just having a couple of technical issues here, but I do hope we're all good. Everyone can see me. Everyone can hear me. Do let me know. So, yeah, there we go. Do leave a thumbs up as well, though, if you are enjoying the content. We are aiming for 100 likes. We are 69 likes away from 100 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link at the top of my description and also in the live chat. I mean, I missed kickoff by a minute. I'm disappointed. I tried my hardest there. Wasn't to be, so I do apologise for that. Swindon really getting stuck in as Kevin De Bruyne works it back to goalkeeper Zack Steffen as the Manchester City fans are out in the open. With no roof over their stand there. City till I die, thanks for tuning in. And to going for 69-0 to Swindon. Hoping City can get the job done here. As Jesus looks like he's gone on the left-hand side for City. Early ball gets whipped in from City. It wasn't a very accurate one. It was KDB that was putting the early ball in. As Rodri does well. Gets it out to Nathan Ake, playing at centre-back alongside Ruben Dias today. Aymeric Laporte on the bench. Here's Cancelo then, playing as left-back for Manchester City. Jesus on the left-hand side. He's got Gundogan for company. He uses him. He switches it over to Cancelo. Chance here for Cancelo. Gets it through the legs of one of the defenders. Goalkeeper calls for it, but the defender decides to pass it instead. And Swindon do well, actually, to get it into space and try and launch a little counter-attack, but it's going to be snuffed out from Manchester City for a combination there of Ruben Dias and Kevin De Bruyne. And City can get the ball back to goalkeeper Steffen as City look to try and build from the back here. Here's Kyle Walker then. Mixid hoping to moderate the chat, much appreciated. His name's Aaron, by the way, not Sid. For anyone that was wondering. I wouldn't say this is Man City's second 11. I'd say this is Manchester City's strongest 11 that we could go with, bar Aymeric Laporte, really. Other than that, pretty strong from Manchester City. And this could well be a very similar team to what we go with against Chelsea next weekend, as we might not have many more options. So there we go. Bit of an uncertain week coming up for City as Cancelo does so well. Gets towards the penalty area, squares it across. There's a big opportunity for Manchester City, and Bernardo Silva puts it over the crossbar. That should have been 1-0 to Manchester City there. I'm not too sure. Bernardo on his stronger left foot as well. Centre to goal, about 10 yards out. Probably should be burying that about at the penalty spot area and gets over it. Mixed as. There we go. He needs to change it to mixed as. Would suit. If you're wanting to watch this game, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in the UK, it's live on ITV1. Free to view for everybody. As Kevin De Bruyne now into the penalty area, squares it across, and it was a good ball across. Dealt with well by Swindon. Swindon backs against the wall. It's going to be a free kick every day of the week there for Swindon Town. Borrell's going to say, Borrell said they were going to go with the strongest team that they could go with, and the team selected themselves, of course, with Lilo also having COVID, City's assistant manager. He can't be there for City along with Pep Guardiola, so they're both isolating at home. There's a player in acres of space for Swindon, and he's not used, not seen. Didn't know how to get it to him, I'm not too sure. I'm on Copperberg, strawberry and lime for me. There's Gabriel Jesus. Has he managed to get a... No, he's not. I thought we might have got a throw in there for City. Not to be. Throw into Swindon inside the Manchester City half. Can they do something? As Swindon now looking to try and have a bit of the ball. Being put under pressure from a press from Cole Palmer, who's gone on the right-hand side for City so far. And it looks like it is Bernardo Silva leading the line for Manchester City. Perhaps we've found our new long-term Sergio Aguero replacement, an opportunity here for Bernardo Silva. We haven't really seen him lead the line for Manchester City as of yet. Back to that again, and my laptop not wanting to charge. Fabulous. Fantastic stuff. It's a good crossing that from Swindon. They want a penalty, not happening. There we go. We're plugged back in. We've got the lights back on. I did say I was having technical issues. I've had all kinds of issues this evening. It happens. One of them things. Technology. Do you know what? I'll just unplug that and just let it not do anything. Done. Problem solved. My charger will have overheated, so it'll have stopped working. So I'll plug it again in 20 minutes' time. Try it. See what happens. Here's De Bruyne then for Manchester City. Weren't the greatest of passes to Cole Palmer, but he does well to get it under control. Having to stretch. Here's De Bruyne now to Rodri. Got nowhere to go. City working it well backwards instead. Do a review mixing. I'd look forward to that. As Jesus has taken that out of play for a goal kick. As City are playing in that third kit that just says Man City. It's awful. Why is that still getting coverage? There was a good ball in that a few moments ago from Swindon. Never a penalty in a million years. Never a penalty. So goal kick here for Swindon. Goalkeeper's already taken up a bit of time wasting. They go long, launching the ball. It's Ward in goal with a not very good kick. And out of play for a throw into Manchester City just inside their own half, which Walker's going to take. We're up to 36 likes now. 100 likes, that's the aim. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. As City launch one ball forward, which is put into the stands. And City will have themselves a throw-in midway through the Swindon half here. Through the first phase of the game here, Swindon, first 10 minutes. They managed to keep a clean sheet and keep City out. Bernardo Silva with the best opportunity of the game so far. Not the greatest of passes forward there. Good run that from Cole Palmer. The right idea. And Swindon are going to try and come forward. Their one pass forward is intercepted by City. And so it's back up against it again. De Bruyne works it to Palmer. He gives it to Kyle Walker now. Here's Ake for Manchester City. Gives it to Cancelo. Jesus. Back to Cancelo once more. Rodri works it nicely. Gives it to Kyle Walker. Here's Cole Palmer on the opposite flank for City. On the right-hand side. Walker now. Feeds it in to Bernardo Silva, who's gone out wide. So Gundogan's gone through the middle. Palmer's centralising himself as a cross comes deep towards Jesus and tries to hook it back across. And I think that's gone out of play for another goal kick. And it has to Swindon. That's a poor kick from Ward again. Swindon faffing around at the back. Could be punished. Gundogan towards Bernardo. De Bruyne fancies a shot, and it's a good block and out of play for what's spinning around the ball, and eventually out of play for a goal kick. A throw-in, sorry, to Manchester City. Oh, Mixid's very passionate about Knob Creek. Here's Kyle Walker. To Rodri. My coverage went off for a moment there. For once, I don't think that was my end with a technical difficulty. Walker bombing forward. Gets himself a corner for Manchester City. So we're through 12 minutes here. It's pretty much been all Manchester City. Although Swindon have come forward with a cross. This is all about Swindon covering the gaps, making sure Manchester City don't have easy opportunities. Make life difficult for City is what they're looking for. City here, going with a strong team, really got a point to prove. I mean, they player all over Ruben Dias then. With a lot of pulling and pushing there. It's a good long ball forward, but nothing given there. McKirdy, and City can just come away with it. Here's Rodri then for Manchester City, bringing the ball forward. Gives it to Ilkay Gundogan. He's got 3 players to choose from on the right-hand side. Chooses Bernardo Silva. The other options were De Bruyne and Palmer. De Bruyne now stretching the pitch. Gets it across to Cole Palmer. He tries to chip a ball in towards Bernardo. Manages to find Bernardo as well. Here's Kevin De Bruyne now to Rodri. Gives it to Cancelo. Centralises himself, fancies a shot along a shot along the ground there, trying to catch the keeper out. It's wide of the mark, and no harm done there for Swindon Town, and it remains Swindon Town 0, Manchester City 0 here in the FA Cup third round match at the County Ground. A long ball forward from Ward again, intercepted by City once more. Need to improve on their distribution from the back. Can't be allowing... It's going to be a long evening for Swindon if they're allowing Manchester City this much time and giving the ball away as well. As Cole Palmer takes the ball on the right-hand side. Wants to get it onto his left foot. He does well on his right and squares it across. And there's Bernardo Silva in the right place at the right time to tap in for Manchester City. Doesn't make a mistake this time. And it's Manchester City that lead. It's good work from Cole Palmer. A decent assist for him. And it is a goal for Bernardo Silva, and Manchester City lead here at the County Ground by 1-0. Easy peasy that from Manchester City. Easy peasy. A well-timed run that from Bernardo Silva. I don't think there's any VAR involved in this game. Doesn't really matter. There's nothing wrong with the game. It's Bernardo Silva that gives Manchester City the lead. Well-timed run. Decent assist that for Cole Palmer. And City take the lead here at the County Ground. It's taken us just under 15 minutes to find that opening goal. And what City need to do now is not to coast, so to speak. Hopefully can keep going is what I would be looking for. I might go off because I'm going to try and plug my charger back in. Hopefully back in business. Laptop is charging, which is good news. One light back. Two lights back. And good to go here. Cancelo then with the throw-in to Rodri. Cancelo once more. Feeds it into the space. There's too many spaces. Too many spaces. It'd be nice to see City hit 10. Here's Ilkay Gundogan now. Rodri. No disrespect to Swindon. I'm sure they don't want to be the team that gets smacked for 10, but it would be nice. City have threatened it for a long time to want to score 10. We just not got round to it. And with how strong we've gone here, and the early lead as well, if City have it about them, they're more than capable. Although, this is a good ball. Played through. I'll keep an eye on her. Don't worry about it. Food delivery. It happens. Oi. Oi. Ness. Ness. Come here. Oi. Ness. Come here. Oi, come here. Oh. I'll be back with you guys in a moment. Come on in. Who? Get on me. Come on, in. Alright. Come on, in. Forward straight. Fine. Put it away. Put it away, man, you're up. Still nothing happening in the game. Oh. What's that? You're in the wrong one. What do I do with that?
What fucking bloody fortune.
The door locking and I'm up.
Yeah, you
Yeah. By the side of me. Done. Oh. Whew. Oh, that's good work. And oh, De Bruyne, how did he not find the back of the net? How did he not found the back of the net? Straight at the keeper there from De Bruyne. That should have been City doubling their lead and going 2-0 up. And there's a chance of a counter-attack for Swindon, although cut out. Well by Zack Steffen. Here's Rodri. Definitely should have scored. Never mind. I mean, City should have had 2 or 3, really. Not been at our clinical best as of yet. Here's De Bruyne. Coverage keeps going off. Why does it keep going off? Not me. Everyone else is at home keep going off. Here's Palmer. Kyle Walker now. Still got nowhere to go really here. Aki. It's gone off again. Why does it keep going off? Back on now. I don't really get it. Anyway, Zack Steffen to Rodri. Aki now to Rodri. Ilkay Gundogan works it well to Ruben Dias now. City get into the Swindon half. Cole Palmer now on the right-hand side. Got a good assist before. It's not a great ball across from City. Good pressing this from City, and it's a good pass out from Ward in goal for Swindon there. Fans appreciate that one. As the ball comes forward, and it's not... Oh, chance and good clearance there from Zack Steffen. That's a bit of a mess from City, and Swindon do well to keep it in, and should be a... Linesman's not giving a free... Oh, he's giving a free kick now. So 2 there, and it's the player, and he gives a free kick for the second time. Maybe just... giving benefit of the doubt first time round. And a free kick here for Swindon. Chance for Swindon to try and do something. Bit of defending for Manchester City to do. Free kick is right by the corner flag in front of the Manchester City end. Comes in. Or kind of missed everyone, but Swindon's still got possession. They've had to work it backwards. They're going to have to go back to the keeper now. Good pressing that from City. So a throw in here to Swindon, who'll be relatively happy first 25 minutes. Yeah, the 1-0 behind. It could have been worse. Still in the game. And of course, being a League 2 side, going up against the Premier League champions, with City going with a strong team as well, you'd expect this to be one-way traffic. Yet Swindon have come forward. tried to make things happen, but a good cross into the box, which had to be dealt with by City. They've pressed City when they've got into the positions as well. They've only conceded one. I think Swindon will be pretty happy with this so far. And I think they'll want this to be a very respectable scoreline. If there's an opportunity there, I'm sure they'll want to take that as well. So throw in here to City, which Cancelo takes, throws it to Ake. He gives it now to Ruben Dias. The City look to press and come forward. Cole Palmer now chooses to centralise it to Nathan Ake. He plays a good ball forward into the gaps. Cole Palmer goes down. Felt like he was clipped. Referee says no, and he's out of play for a goal kick. So, guys, 39 likes we're on. We're now 61 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget as well to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link is at the top of my description and also in the live chat. Downloading OneFootball through that link does help to support the future content created here on my channel. Ward telling the players to push up, then goes for a short pass. In goal for Swindon. Bernardo Silva putting the squeeze on. And again, they're just faffing around. And it's too easy this. And Jesus surely is going to make it 2-0 and does. Swindon punished for faffing around there. And Jesus doubles Manchester City's lead. And that may well be that for City going through to the 4th round of the FA Cup. Swindon staring down a barrel. Struggling. Victim of their own downfall. I was just praising Swindon a couple of minutes ago, saying they're still in the game. Just trying too many clever tricks that just aren't on. And it's a good clinical finish from Gabriel Jesus. And there you go. City 2-0 up. And looking very good for going through to the 4th round. The first team into the hat. The winner of tonight will be. So there we go. Manager Ben Garner can't believe it for Swindon. Messing around. Should have just gone long. And he's got his arms out going, what are they doing? Getting too cocky, too arrogant. I'm not sure. Whatever it is, City 2-0 up. And looking good here for going through. And I'd be trying to put this game to bed before half time. Get a third. And I think that'd be that. That was a free kick to City against Gundogan. And ball into space. Pass comes forward towards McKirdy. Steffen reads it though. He'll want to keep a clean sheet here for City. Ederson not on the bench. I don't know if he's one of the players that's got COVID. If that is the case, then there is every chance that Steffen could be starting next weekend against Chelsea. So I want him in tip-top shape. Not all the players starting today to be in tip-top shape, really. I mean, this team's good to go against Chelsea, really, if that's the case. And we get no more positive results, which, fingers crossed we don't. And touch wood, get the players back as well. And speedy recovery to all those at Manchester City that have tested positive for COVID. Here's Nathan Ake then for Manchester City. To Joao Cancelo. Oh, that's good feet from Cancelo. Finds Gundogan. Here is Rodri now. Works the ball nicely to Kyle Walker. Palmer. Got the overlap of Walker. Doesn't use him. Instead finds Rodri in space. Gives it to De Bruyne. A chance for him to whip a ball in. Doesn't beat the first man. Headed clear. Only as far as Cole Palmer. He gives it to Gundogan. Gundogan now in the centre. Driving forward for City. This pass kind of dissects between Jesus and Cancelo. In the end, Jesus is the man that has to run after it. As we're now 57 likes away from 100 likes. Nearly halfway there. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. De Bruyne now to Palmer. A good game so far. Palmer, good feet. Into a good position. Fancy to shot himself. Good block. The rebound falls to Palmer again. De Bruyne whips it in. It's headed clear by Swindon. He's got time and space. And whacks it clear. And actually a good clearance in the end. He had to use his arm there. The Swindon striker, and referees not for one for giving free kicks today, it seems. wants this game to flow. 31 minutes in, Swindon Town 0, Manchester City 2. As the ball giveaway from Zack Steffen and nearly gets lobbed. Catches it in the end. Talking about Swindon messing around at the back there. Was City doing the same? City punish Swindon. Swindon don't punish Manchester City as it's a poor pass from Rodri. Intercepted by Swindon, but only given back to City. City decide to punt it forward. Here's Bernardo Silva now. On the left-hand side for City. Back heel into Gabriel Jesus. Drives into the penalty area. Tries to give it to Gundogan. It's intercepted. Swindon have to work very hard to try and keep hold of the ball. They're getting to the ball, but keeping hold of the ball is the problem right now. Here is Ilkay Gundogan for City. Cancelo now on the edge of the Swindon penalty area. Into the box. Driving to the touchline. Squares it across. It's cleared at the near post. Swindon again. Get the foot through it. Get it clear. And headed into space by City. And eventually Rodri just knocks it back on the volley back to Zack Steffen. Here is Ruben Dias now to Kevin De Bruyne. Tells Ake to make the run on the left-hand side and does. Feeds it to him. Ilkay Gundogan now into Rodri. Plays free on the right-hand side. He goes for a diagonal ball across and headed back and behind, unfortunately, for Swindon for a corner to Manchester City. It was nearly inch perfect that from Rodri to find Cole Palmer behind the last defender. Nearly. And Manchester City now have got themselves a corner 32.5 minutes in. Leading by 2-0 and well worth their 2-goal lead here. Been a very good performance from City so far. With City going with a very strong team. I imagine we'll probably be seeing quite a few of the kids coming on in the second half if this is to continue as one-way traffic. Corner comes in. It's a decent corner headed down by Rodri. It's fallen unlucky for Manchester City and cleared by Swindon out of play for a throw into Manchester City. Nearly that from City. Nearly. Here's Cancelo. Gives it back. City are toying with Swindon, aren't they? Like a cat playing with its food. Here is Ruben Dias now to Kevin De Bruyne. Cole Palmer now on the right-hand side. Chance for him to maybe get a cross in. Showing fancy feet. Does get a cross in. It's a decent ball towards the back post and headed behind for another corner to Manchester City. Good stuff from City so far. .34th minute. Another corner here for City. Taken quickly by De Bruyne. Gundogan feeds it back to De Bruyne. Whips it in. Blocked off the lower back for the Swindon Town player. And out of play for a throw-in to Manchester City. Here's Cancelo now. Gundogan. Oh, that's good ball from Gundogan. Gets it to Walker, playing it in the air. A well-controlled chip over the top. Cancelo cutting in. Gives it to Rodri. I've gone with a little triangle with another thunderbolt of a goal. Cole Palmer now in space. Gives it to KDB. Ake now to Cancelo. It all depends on who City's got available for that Chelsea game. I'm not going to give any prediction for that until the pitch is a lot clearer about who might be playing and what physical state everyone's in. As Bernardo Silva's into space in a save, and I think the offside flag's gone up and does. So it wouldn't have counted. Very marginally offside. Be tempted to pass this one short and mess around. I think he's going to go long with this. City managed to knock it back into a bit of space. Goes back to goalkeeper Ward, who again is going to launch this long. I feel like the lessons might have been learnt there from Swindon. Rodri gets his head onto it. Knocks it backwards to Diaz, who's going to launch this long himself. with not much accuracy, but the second ball falls nicely to City, and City can have possession once more. Cancelo then, bringing City forward to Gabriel Jesus. Gives it to Joao Cancelo. Where's the players in space? They're the real questions. Ake now to Ruben Dias. Walker. Got nowhere to go, so just feeds it back into Ruben Dias. Here's Nathan Ake now. City try long ball forward, but nothing giving. I'm wondering Swindon stop their pressing. I'm wondering if they're tired having to chase shadows. Cancelo, great ball forward in towards the path of Palmer. Well defended. Gundogan now feeds it into De Bruyne. Squares it across to the back post. Needed dealing with it. Half was, half wasn't by Swindon. Jesus now. I'd like to have seen Jesus gamble towards the back post. Kind of held his position there. Cancelo to Rodri. I think it was an amazing ball from KDB either, if I'm honest. Here's Walker then. Bernardo Silva. Gundogan's momentarily gone forward in that centre-forward role for City. De Bruyne now plays it into Bernardo Silva. Good feet. He's going to get intercepted though. And Ward can get his foot through it and clear the lines for Swindon. Swindon want a free kick, and they get a free kick against Ruben Dias. Bit weak that. I think Tyreece Simpson needs to be a bit stronger there. Never mind. Free kick Swindon. Swindon clear their lines. And that's a decent ball forward, you know. Yeah, Ruben Dias puts it out of play for a throw-in. Instead of risking anything silly there from the Manchester City point of view, puts it out for a throw-in. That was a good ball forward from Swindon. And there's some players in space here. Chance for a long-range effort. Chance for a Swindon player to make a name for themselves. To square it across. It's a good ball across. And Kyle Walker defends it. And it's out of play for a corner to Swindon. Swindon can get themselves a goal. The half-time team talk and Manchester City plain sailing. It's not so plain sailing, and the team talk's a bit different. Kyle Walker as well gets a foot to it. Doesn't go into the back of the net for an own goal. Goes out for a corner. And some as once again, my thing's overheating. Fabulous. Great stuff. Get them back on. There we go. Up and rolling again. As City do defend it out, and Zack Steffen has got the ball here for City. Here's Kevin De Bruyne then. To Rodri. Cancelo to Gundogan. Here's Nathan Ake now to Ilkay Gundogan. Ake once more. De Bruyne wanted to make the run but not used. Cancelo now gives it to Gabriel Jesus. Gundogan, not a great ball that from Gundogan. And Swindon can play the ball into space and come away with it. With a bit of possession. McKirdy now. It's not a good ball forward that from Swindon after McKirdy's hard work is undone. Here is Zack Steffen now for Manchester City. To Ruben Dias on this very chilly Friday evening in the south west of England. Swindon Town taking on Manchester City at the county ground. Swindon Town of League 2 taking on the Premier League champions, the Champions League finalists, and last season FA Cup semi-finalists. City lost to Chelsea, of course, in the FA Cup semi-final, and City will be looking to try and win the FA Cup, of course, with us going out of the Carabao Cup and not getting our annual League Cup win. They'll be taking this so much more serious. And City will see it's an ideal opportunity with us playing once a week right now, not having any fixture congestion, which is good for us. It means that we can put a strong team out like we have tonight. And for the fourth round, if we get there, which the position City are in, I'm fully expecting that we do, then I imagine it'll be another strong team out regardless of who we play. Well, were that from Swindon? The space there Swindon wanted, they're just not accurate enough with their passing at times. Palmer might fancy a direct run at Swindon and does. He has to turn though. Gives it to Walker now. Rodri. 54 likes, nearly halfway there to 100 likes. Palmer. Nothing really on for Palmer, so he has to go backwards. Walker might fancy a ball in. It's not a bad ball in. It's headed clear though by Swindon. Ake worked hard to try and win the ball back for City, and Swindon have got one ball forward, and McKirdy's got 4 players surrounding him for City, and in the end it's going to be dispossessed. Ruben Dias gathers that ball up for City, and Rodri now can make sure there is no danger, and City can have possession, and City can come forward. Here is Kevin De Bruyne, like a painter, an artist, painting on his canvas. He's got the whole pitch in front of him, chooses to go backwards to Kyle Walker. Fabulous. Bernardo now goes down, getting grabbed. I mean, that's a free kick. How the linesman's not give that, I don't know, but the referee has. So, free kick here and a chance for City maybe to send a couple. Yeah, sending the big men forward. Diaz coming forward. Ake, great in the air. He comes forward. Rodri comes forward for City. And City got a free kick through Kevin De Bruyne on the right-hand side, and a chance for him to cross a ball in. Get this towards the penalty spot. That's what I'd be saying. So De Bruyne to take. And done. It's a great ball, and Ake manages to somehow hit that back across goal and headed clear by Swindon out of play for a corner to Manchester City. Bernardo Silva stood over it. Chooses to pass it to Ilkay Gundogan. Gives it to Cancelo. He has a shot. Oh, what? Oh, is it? Oh, it's not gone in. Oh, what? What's happened there? What? Oh, I think it's hit the red post behind. Oh, it has. Oh, that's so... Oh, Ruben Dias thought it went in. Oh, it's the outside of the post. Ake has to look twice. Cancelo rubbing his head. That's so close from going into the top corner. Keeper was beaten. I thought that was in. I was celebrating. I was saying, what a goal. And it's not gone in. Oh, it's the outside of the post. It's the red post behind the goal, which is holding the net up. And then, I was really added on time. It's a great pass from Rodri. Jesus is into space. And what is Jesus doing there? And yeah, into the side netting, into the advertisement board, and into the well, behind the goal and behind the net. And not a goal for Manchester City. As Kyle Walker looks to put the squeeze on for City. Here's Zack Steffen then. 1 minute added on here at the end of the half. 30 more seconds for Swindon before they can go and have a 15-minute break and a breather. As City will look to try and continue this one-way traffic in the second half. And I'm sure City will be looking to try and get a few more goals. Can City maybe muster up something in the last 15 seconds? Or not. City just moving it round pedestrian-like. Here's Cancelo now coming forward. He gets it into space. Switches it from the centre to the right. The referee has the whistle in his mouth. And he will blow for half-time. So there we go. Half-time here at the county ground, and it is Swindon Town 0, Manchester City 2. It has been a very one-sided affair so far here in the FA Cup third round, and Manchester City are looking good for getting potentially into the fourth round of the FA Cup. It's goals from Bernardo Silva and from Gabriel Jesus that have given Manchester City the lead. Bernardo Silva with a nice tap in from a lovely cutback and good work from Cole Palmer getting himself an assist. And then the second goal coming for Manchester City with some lazy work out from the back from Swindon Town. Messing around. Can't do that against Manchester City. Gabriel Jesus is played in and just poked beyond the keeper with a good clinical finish to make it Manchester City, giving us a 2-goal cushion and making it Swindon Town 0, Manchester City 2. And the problem now that Swindon Town faces, they've got another 45 minutes of this non-stop action to come. What do they do about it? What they'll be looking for definitely is just get a goal. If they can get a goal, they know then they're in a strong position to hold their heads up high and take great pride. And at the moment, they'll be happy that it's only a 2-goal cushion, a 2-goal lead here for City, leading by 2-0. And Manchester City need to make sure they're with the strong team that we put out. I mean, realistically, I'd be looking for we're going to League 2 team, 4, 5, 6 goals, like someone mentioned before, 10 if City were feeling it, then I wouldn't rule that out. But at the moment, Swindon, I think they'll be relatively happy with where they're at. It's albeit one goal's come about from their own mistake, and City had to work for the opening goal. So we'll see what direction it goes in. But I'm going to have a look at the stats for this game so far, and we'll draw up some conclusions from that. So like I said, it is goals from Bernardo Silva and Gabriel Jesus, an assist apiece for Cole Palmer and also Gabriel Jesus. So just have a look around the ground, see if there's any other scores. I mean, Scottish League 2, it's currently half-time. Edinburgh City 1, Elgin City 1. And the Papa John's Trophy, it's Exeter 1, Portsmouth 1 in the 60th minute. Bundesliga, one to keep an eye on. Bayern Munich are losing at home against Mönchengladbach by 2-1. Liga 1 at half-time, Bordeaux 0, Marseille 1. And also in Portugal as well, it's Santa Clara 3, Sporting CP, Manchester City's opponents in the last 16 of the Champions League 2. They've lost, which is, very interesting. Stats for this game so far. Manchester City having 77% possession in this game so far, with 11 shots, 3 on target, 2 goals. Not too bad. I think City are looking to try and get a few more shots on target here in the second half. Swindon, they've had 23% possession with 2 shots and 1 on target. City dominating the corners with 5 corners compared with Swindon's 1. No offsides for Swindon and 1 for Manchester City. So City looking pretty good with the stats and playing pretty well. They just need to put their opportunities away. And I just think if City get the third, I can just see City not really bothering with the game and just kind of moving it on from there. So I'm going to plug my charger back in as my battery is decreasing at a rapid rate. Come back, which means my laptop is charging, which is good news. And hopefully now it can hold charge for the rest of the second half and we should be good to go. I think I've discovered why it does this. Just not really anything I could do about it, and I was left frustrated before this live stream had even begun, but there we go. Anyway, so I've got some halftime entertainment for you guys to enjoy. This is Mixed, bringing you the Christmas margarita cocktail. He's already done the pre-game entertainment for you guys. Now doing the halftime entertainment. Mixed's link, by the way, in the description if you want to go and check him out. But this is the Christmas margarita cocktail.
What's going on, guys? Mixed here, back again for another Christmas cocktail. And today's Christmas cocktail, guys, is the Christmas margarita. Merry Christmas, everyone. So to make the Christmas margarita, guys, is get your tin shaker and put in 4 to 5 ice cubes. Perfect. So let's build this cocktail up. So the first ingredient to check, guys, is 30ml or 1 ounce of Cointreau, which is a triple sec. Beautiful. The next ingredient, guys, is 50ml, which is over 1.5 ounce of Blanco tequila. As you can see, guys, I'm using the Patreon one. Beautiful. Next is a 20ml, which is just over half an ounce of fresh lime juice. So I must mention it is fresh as squeezed. Shut of 3/4 of an ounce as well. Last but not least, now add 6 drops of Angostura bitters. Right, so get your glass, or if you're using a Boston shaker, put your lid on, give it a bang, and give it a good hard shake, 8 to 10 seconds, get nice and chilled. So get your cube glass, give this a bang, there you go, separate. Put your strainer on and strain into your cocktail glass. I'm using the coupe. Beautiful colour. So now to garnish it with a cinnamon stick. Merry Christmas, everyone. That is the Christmas margarita. Let's have a taste. Looking forward to this one. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
So we're finally getting something above a 6.
It's an 8. Oh, that's beautiful. I just love the tequila in it. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but I do like tequila. That's fantastic. I love it. So it's got like a strong... What's a word?
Aroma?
Stronger bittery notes with Angostura bitters. That's what you can taste like that. It's quite a bitter cocktail, but I like it, especially with the tequila balancing out with the triple sec. But to me, the Angostura bitters absolutely complements it. That's what makes this a drink. It has that lovely, nice, bitter taste. It's beautiful. Another thing I could, if I was to do my own version of it, I think I'd add a little bit of cinnamon syrup. I think it could actually improve it. Whatever, it's a nice cocktail. It's a nice cocktail, and if you love your margaritas, you'll love the Christmas version of it, and that's beautiful. But it's a nice looking cocktail. It's a nice decoration as well. It's beautiful, and if you've got rosemary sprig as well, you can have that just to make it even that more perfect for a garnish. But that, guys, it's a Christmas margarita. Happy Christmas, everyone, or happy holidays. I hope you had a very nice time and stay safe on the Christmas period as well. Because I hope you have a lovely time with your friends and family. But that is Christmas margarita. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Mix It for more cocktails like this. And I will see you guys on the big day itself on Christmas Day. And I've got a special video lined up for it. Yep. Cheers.
Thanks very much there to Mixid for providing today's halftime entertainment. Much appreciated. So if you want to go and check him out, links are in the description. We're now halfway to my goal of 100 likes, and we're halfway through the live stream. Can we get to 100 likes? We're now 50 likes away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. 49 likes away. Any help towards that would be much... would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. We are aiming for 22,000 subscribers before the end of January, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Can we get there? We've got, what, 3 and a bit weeks left. So it'd be great if we could hit that. We'll see if we do or not. Any help towards that, though, would be much appreciated. Doing daily Manchester City transfer updates for everyone to enjoy. So if you want to go and enjoy that, then there you go. You can do. Social media links are in the description below and on the yellow banner too if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below and on the yellow banner too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships or any videos or any general business inquiries. Also, don't forget to leave your thoughts in the live chat. What have you made of the game so far? It's been a pretty dominant display. I've seen people leaving the comments on Twitter about that ghost goal that's been scored by Joao Cancelo and who was guilty of celebrating. I think I'm going to have to put my hand up there. You'd see my reaction to it. I thought it went and had to stop mid-celebration. I'm like, why are they not running off? I don't think he's scored. What's happened there? Oh, red in the face, embarrassment. Also, don't forget as well to go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball, link in the description. And also in the live chat to go and download OneFootball. OneFootball will keep you up to date with all the latest football news, transfer news, as well as the latest scores, statistics, live league tables, commentary, and all your good footballing needs. It's a free app to download. So downloading the OneFootball app through my link does help to support the future content created here on my channel. I want to say a big thank you not only to OneFootball for sponsoring this video, but also a big thank you to everybody that has downloaded OneFootball through my link, as it does really help to support the future content created here on my channel. It keeps these live watch-alongs, it keeps the daily videos and everything for you guys to enjoy. It keeps them coming. So yeah, any help in interactions towards that would be absolutely fantastic. I've got my promo video, which I will roll for you guys right now.
This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date.
So thank you very much there to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. Like I said, any downloads towards that would be much appreciated. So we're just waiting for the start of the second half here, really. So I'm just having a read through, seeing what's happening from around the ground and what people's opinions are. Just having a browse on Twitter and having a nosy, basically. So it's a good time for anyone who wants to go get any refreshments, a drink, stretch your legs or anything. Then there we go. Ah. Nothing happening on there as of yet. As the players are making their way out of the tunnel now for the start of the second half. I was just mentioning Cole Palmer there. Oh, I wish I'd fallen asleep. No, here I am. Still fully functioning. Why might you hide the Knob Creek, Mixed? It's a speciality. As players are out and ready to go for the start of the second half here. Swindon are going to be getting us underway, attacking from right to left, City attacking from left to right. And we do have kickoff here for the second half. And hopefully the last half of football that we'll have here for the third round match between Swindon and City, and we can secure our place in the last, into the fourth round. Let's have a quick. Hopefully that sorted the trick for my thing keep going off. We'll see. City just building it nicely from the back. I'm going to take my dressing gown off. Hot. This cold Friday evening in January here. Near, what? Minus temperatures. I'm hot. Here's De Bruyne. Goes deep. Headed back across. Bernardo Silva hooks it back in. Gundogan has a shot blocked well and cleared. I think Knob Creek could be a good sponsor for Mixed, and Mixed should email them. Here's Kevin De Bruyne. Here's Jesus then. This hasn't really got. Can we get it going? The shot comes in from City. It's high, it's wide, and not very nice. Vegas vibes. I like that. I wonder how much money Swindon are making off this tie. Sell out crowd, TV revenue. I wonder. I'm feeling the wear and tear of the day right now. Caught up with me. Here's Cancelo now. To Rodri. Works it nicely to Kyle Walker. Gives it to De Bruyne. He works well and finds Cole Palmer on side. Walker's made the run if he wants to use him. He doesn't. Goes to De Bruyne instead. He finds Cancelo. He wants a shot. Twisting and turning and runs out of room. City though. Oh, it's giving a free kick against Cancelo for holding one of the players back. Bit of a cheap free kick that, if I'm honest, but there we go. Free kick to Swindon. Through 49 minutes. I think Swindon, like I said, doesn't want to keep this respectable. They won't want Manchester City to go out there and score 4, 5, 6 goals. Walker's looked really good in this game, so it's good that not only does he come back and looked fit, but he's looked sharp and he's looked good, which is excellent. Because you imagine it'd be Walker and Cancelo as our two fullbacks for the large majority of the season if they can both stay injury-free. Here's Nathan Ake then for Manchester City, playing as City's left-sided centre-back today, with Aymeric Laporte on the bench. Here is Rodri to KDB. Gives it to Ilkay Gundogan, who finds Bernardo Silva, who surely is offside. His shot saved anyway, and he is offside. And the referee says, no, Swindon's got to stop playing. I think they wanted the advantage, and the referee said no. As he was country mile offside there. As De Bruyne was arriving late. May have got there. As Ward's kick long is out of play for a throw into City. More attempts at fake. Not even a B-Tech Vegas, is it? Oh. Maybe it might have improved if it had won the Super Casino bid that went to Manchester, and Manchester said that they didn't want it. That's a good ball forward. I mean, Jesus is straight offside, and he has. Did kill Blackpool. They put all their eggs into one basket with that, didn't they? That Super Casino. Izaki then goes long. Nearly picked off by Swindon. City haven't linked up too well for 6 minutes or so here in the second half. And that's a free kick to Swindon. Midway inside the Manchester City half, and a chance here for them to get a good ball into the box. A £1 burger. What's in that burger for it to cost £1? So cross comes in, and the City defenders dealt with it. Zack Steffen must have put an early call in there and claimed it as his own, and did. As City look to try and launch a counter attack, Kevin De Bruyne gives it to Gabriel Jesus on the left hand side inside the Swindon half. He can't turn his man, and he's tackled. And Swindon can come away with the ball here. Hunt with the ball. Swindon still choosing to play and pass it. Oh, Palmer! Oh! So unlucky. Got a good, clean connection on it. He wants a corner. And it was just centimetres over the top of the crossbar from that dipping into the top corner. So much swing and bend onto it. And here's a corner to Manchester City. That's desperately, desperately unlucky from Cole Palmer in front of the City faithful. Corner here for City then. De Bruyne to take. Headed clear. They get the heads onto it again. They can't get it fully clear, and Jesus can get it under control. Chipped back in, and it's too much on that, and out of play for a goal kick to Swindon Town. Oh. The B pool. I'm born in Blackpool, fun fact. I don't mind. Out of season, I don't mind Blackpool. Goes a bit quieter. Maybe it's because I'm a little bit antisocial. Maybe why I prefer it there than during the season. Not a real fan of the night scenes. Done a few of them. As Aaron says, there attracts people you don't really want associated with your town, particularly during the peak of season. But it gets money into the economy and gives people jobs. So it is what it is. Doesn't have to be everybody's cup of tea. Some people really like it. There's some stuff that I like in Blackpool, some stuff that I don't like in Blackpool. I think the general area around Blackpool is a bit of a dump, really, and needs some investment, needs some TLC, some tender loving care putting into it because it's neglected. There's some back streets in Blackpool. It's just not very nice. And the reason for that's a whole array of things, so there you go. But I think the same can be said for a lot of places, not just in the north of England, but in the whole UK itself. There's good places, bad places everywhere. There you go. It's good work from Gundogan. Cancelo gets into a good position. Good covering from Swindon and out of play for a throw into Manchester City. I just feel like from this game, I get the vibe that Manchester City feel like the job's done. Here's Walker. Palmer now. Majority of players being played in the Swindon half. Swindon camped with all men behind the ball. And yet City still find a way to find space. Oh, nasty head clash there. Kevin De Bruyne goes down. He looks pretty flat out there. And last thing City need right now. Nasty clash that for De Bruyne. Central drive. Oh, I remember walking from the cinema to Blackpool town centre and seeing some sights. If I was to go into vivid description, I'll lose monetization of the video, so I'm not going to do that. But you are right, yeah. Preston's a very boring city. Very boring. There's no real appeal to it. No one thinks to themselves, oh, well, for fun, let's go and have a good weekend of fun in Preston. It's not really got much either there, has it? And City have got themselves a free kick, so Swindon's naturally got a player lying down in front of the wall. Not wanting to repeat of the FA Cup a few seasons ago where De Bruyne rolled it under the wall against Cardiff City. Free kick comes in, and it's 3-0 Manchester City. I'm not too sure how Ilkay Gundogan found a way of bending that round the wall. That's a poorly positioned wall for Gundogan just to bend it around the wall and into the back of the net. But he makes it 3-0 to Manchester City. That will be Manchester City going into the fourth round of the FA Cup. Hopefully it'll be a nice straightforward home clash. Fingers crossed. I want to get into Tunnel Club and Hospitality. That's a good bend on that from Ilkay Gundogan. It's a good finish. It's a poorly positioned wall. Finds the inside of the post. And 3-0 to Manchester City. And that will be game, set, and match here. Easy peasy that for Manchester City, really. Here's Rodri intercepting for City. Walker now. At what point do Man City start putting the youngsters on? I'd probably say now would be a good time for us to go about that. Most certainly is 3-0 here. City winning and well on their way towards the 4th round of the FA Cup. The first team to be getting into the 4th round this season. As it looks like Swindon Town's journey is going to come to an end after getting some good away results to get where they are now. Beating Crewe and Walsall away. Both of them games. Both not easy games, so good wins for Swindon Town. They get themselves a big money-spinning game against the Premier League champions, Manchester City. And like I said, they want to put a good account of themselves in place now, with City being 3-0 up on the hour mark. Here's Bernardo Silva driving City forward. City looking for more goals. Ilkay Gundogan, the goal scorer of the 3rd goal. Here is... Wait, he's giving a penalty? He's giving a penalty. Yeah, penalty Manchester City. Penalty Manchester City, which Gabriel Jesus is going to take. Not too sure what happened there. Jesus to take the penalty with Mahrez on international duty with Algeria. We need a new penalty taker. Maybe Gabriel Jesus is that man. What can he do? Chance here to score for Manchester City. Jesus then. Saved! And it's cleared by Swindon. Jesus won't be on penalty duties for Manchester City, that is for sure. Not too sure what the penalty was given for in the first place. A very weak penalty, which the keeper guesses right. It's not hard, it's low, but it's not a good penalty at all from Gabriel Jesus. I don't think you want to see that one again. And Swindon fans right up for this now that they've saved that penalty. I think he just waits for the keeper to commit, but the keeper commits the right way. And it's just nowhere near the corner. It's a really poor penalty from Gabriel Jesus. Poor penalty. And it's saved by the goalkeeper Ward, who makes up for his earlier mistake with his distribution from the back in the build-up to City's 2nd goal. Cancelo now plays a ball into the path of Jesus. It's going to be picked off by Swindon. And Jesus gets a tackle in and out of play for a goal kick to Swindon Town as well. Good pressing this from City, even though they're 3-0 up, still looking to press Swindon. And they need to beat that initial press. And they do. They do well. And they're playing good football. They like to play football. This is good from Swindon. Deliberate push there from Rodri. I'll be surprised if he doesn't go in the book, and he is going to go into the book. It's a deliberate push. Silly thing from Rodri to do that. Swindon get a good ball into a good position. Square it across. And it's into the side netting from Nathan Akin out for a corner to Swindon. Swindon now look riled up. They want to make things happen. They've got that penalty save Now they feel like maybe they can go out there and get a goal and hurt Man City's clean sheet along the way. Corner comes in. Cleared at the near post from Kevin De Bruyne. Gets a foot to it. Gabriel Jesus then leads the counter-attack. Kyle Walker is bombing forward. That's a good pass from Jesus into De Bruyne. Has he got the legs? It's a great tackle from the Swindon player. Excellent tackle on Kevin De Bruyne. He launches the ball long with not a bad ball forward, and Ruben Dias hasn't fully dealt with it, and they've got the ball through Tyreece Simpson. Into the box. He goes down. Goes to Payne. Referee says no. But they're looking to try and level that one up there. Swindon plays down. The physio comes on. There's nothing in that one against Tyreece Simpson. Again, needs to be stronger there. Feel like he's playing for it. The Swindon are preparing themselves a couple of subs. An opportunity for a couple more players to come on and maybe make a name for themselves. Like I said, be that person that scores that goal against Manchester City. That's what they'll be looking for Swindon. As Kevin De Bruyne is the first sub here for Manchester City. As youngster James McAtee comes on. Pretty experienced for City as well, McAtee. So I can't really say youngster that's inexperienced. He has featured for the City first team before. I wonder if we'll maybe see Aymeric Laporte. I mean, I don't see with City being 3-0 up a reason why Aymeric Laporte needs to come onto this pitch. I'd like to see a couple of the young players. Cakey, for example. I'd like to see him make his debut. That'd be good. So Man City gets back underway in this game. Ake then to Kyle Walker. Bernardo Silva now. Walker once more. To Nathan Ake. Gundogan to Cancelo. City just working it backwards in their own half. Steffen. Can't go any more backwards than the keeper. It's not a good ball across that and eventually dealt with. Ruben Dias tried to deal with it. He couldn't, but Kyle Walker could. Walker then, bringing the ball forward for City. That's a good interception. And Tyreece Simpson can come away with the ball. And he can't get past Rodri. And Cancelo can bring the ball away for City now. Gundogan getting pressed. Still getting pressed, so he has to go back to goalkeeper Steffen. Takes 2 touches, gives it to Walker. Here's Diaz now in a bit of space. Gives it to Bernardo, playing a right back at the moment. He finds Zack Steffen in space. Here's Ruben Dias then for City. Just 22 more minutes, or 21 minutes actually to go in this game. And City looking good for getting into the 4th round. Like I said, hopefully. Home tie. Nice straightforward tie would be good. Get to Tunnel Club. That's my plan. Here's Rodri then. Gundogan back to Rodri. Jesus, who wants to rectify his penalty miss and get another goal. With a good finish before, and then a poor penalty. Mixed emotions for him, I'm sure. Here's Cancelo then, on the left-hand side. Gives it to Walker in the centre. Good 35 yards out from goal. Here's Bernardo. Finds McAtee into a bit of space. And he takes a touch and he goes down and he wants a penalty. And the referee says no. And the 2 subs are going to be made now by Swindon. The opportunity here for a player to make a name for themselves. There's a goal kick going to be taken by Swindon Town goalkeeper Ward. Here's Rodri then to Aki. I'd like to vote for the best player. Oh, for young Cole Palmer is my vote. Go. Get my vote. Here's Kyle Walker for City. Just not much happening right now, is there? Here's Walker. Aki now, bringing the ball forward for City. He drives forward. He gets clipped twice. McAtee now wants to go down. Advantage played. Here's Bernardo. Crosses it in. Not a good cross. Headed clear. McAtee wants to pick that up and does ahead of Tyreece Simpson. Dias now gives the ball to Cancelo. Excuse me, here's Gabriel Jesus. Gundogan. Be nice if City can get a couple more goals. 5-0 would be good. Can go 5-star rated. 5 of the best. And Swindon managed to force themselves a throw-in. So guys, do leave a thumbs up if you enjoy this video. 47 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball, link at the top of my description and also in the live chat. The City into the penalty area. Here's Ilkay Gundogan. He has a shot and it's saved well by Ward, who manages to push it out for a corner to Manchester City. I just noticed Swindon Town, like Manchester City, is sponsored by Puma. Good save that from Ward. Palmer now drives into the penalty area from City, passing and working the corner. Keeps twisting and turning. McAtee with a shot and trying to bend it towards the top corner. Can't, and it's out of play for a goal kick to Swindon. Right idea from McAtee, weren't on though. There's Rodri for Manchester City now. Trying to launch City forward. Ilkay Gundogan finds Jesus. Rodri now. Nothing really on for him. Gives it to Ruben Dias. Here's Walker. Gives it to McAtee tries to flick it on. Can't, and it's intercepted. And Swindon can come away with the ball, although given away in the end. And Bernardo Silva can spring forward for City. Palmer's free on his right-hand side, doesn't use him. Still keeps hold of the ball, does find Palmer now. Could have gone first time, he's choosing to pass it instead. Here's Bernardo Silva, he's tackled. And out of play for what's going to be, I'm not sure if it went out for a corner or a throw-in in the end. He's gone out for a corner to Manchester City. So Ake can come forward, Rodri can come forward. Just walking this corner again. Here's Palmer in the penalty area. Keeps dummying, using good feet. He's had a good game. Rodri does well to intercept and find a pass. Here's McAtee now. Inside the penalty area. Gives it back to Rodri. Jesus turns inside. Palmer drops deep. Freds are passing nicely towards Ilkay Gundogan, who squares it across, looking for the goalkeeper's legs. Keeper does well to get them shut and keep it out, and City will get themselves a throw-in. Here's Kyle Walker for City. Bernardo now flicks it on towards Palmer. Does well. Palmer now driving in towards the penalty area. Palmer fancies a shot and it's over the crossbar. First time he's really had a pop at goal for Palmer. A good hit that from Palmer. Plenty of FA Cup action coming this weekend for you guys to enjoy. All on terrestrial TV. I think there's 4 on ITV1 and 2 on BBC1. Including Man United's game against Aston Villa on Monday night, which the draw's either going to be before or after the game. I'm not too sure when. Rodri can't get the flick on, and chance here for Swindon. And it's fed well into the penalty area. A shot comes in, and it's a goal for Swindon. It's 3-1. It's McKirdy with the goal. 4 at the weekend, or 4 on New Year's Day against Northampton, and 1 today for Swindon Town. They get the smoke bomb going, the big moment there, and McKirdy it is with the goal to give Swindon a goal against Manchester City, and it's 3-1 here at the county ground. And they'll fancy 12 minutes to go. Good. Zack Steffen, who loses his clean sheet. Stop charging itself. The smoke sweeps across the county ground. And City won't be happy about it. Swindon have got themselves a goal against their near full strength Manchester City team. Bar what? I'd say it's a full strength defence bar Nathan Ake. Swindon get themselves a free kick, and they'll fancy they can get themselves a goal. There's every chance here. And this is what the FA Cup's all about. I think the one thing I'd be looking for from a City point of view is Swindon are going to overcommit now, because why not? You're going to have a pop. 2-goal cushion. It's 3-1. You've got yourself a goal. So some defending here for City to do. Giving away a free kick in a dangerous area. Chance here for Swindon to whip something into the box. On the left-hand side. Ruben Dias has got his shorts up. Cross comes in. Headed up and over the crossbar from Swindon and out for a goal kick to Manchester City. 10 minutes remaining then. Swindon Town 1, Manchester City 3. Here's Steffen. Here's Rodri now. Jesus gives it to Nathan Ake. Here's Kyle Walker. Oh, he's driving well, and not a great pass from Walker, and mopped up well by Bernardo Silva as it's back to 11 men behind the ball for Swindon. Oh, that's a great pass. Palmer. He can't get it across. McAtee was waiting for the tap in. Here's Bernardo. Has a shot. Palmer. Has a shot. Oh, it's a great finish from Palmer. Wraps it up. 4-1 Manchester City. It's a great finish from Cole Palmer. His game sprung to life with goals. And Palmer, probably with one of the best goals of the night. That and Ilkay Gundogan was a pretty good finish as well. Makes it Swindon Town 1, Manchester City 4. It's a crazy game, this one. Proper FA Cup game, end-to-end. Two teams wanting to take it to each other. That was a good finish that from Cole Palmer. On his left foot. Oh, yes. Off the crossbar post and into the back of the net from Cole Palmer. I think the keeper might even have... Does he get a finger to it, maybe? Not sure. Good goal that from Cole Palmer, though. And it's now Swindon Town 1, Manchester City 4. So, guys, 54 likes, 46 to go to 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Aiming for 22k subscribers, less than 600 subs away. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. And also don't forget to go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball, link at the top of my description and also in the live chat. As Man City make another sub, it's Romeo Lavia that comes on for Manchester City. He's been training in and around the first team squad for quite a while now. He comes on for Ilkay Gundogan as Harry, Parsons, comes on for Tyreece Simpson for Swindon Town. He can't get himself a goal that he was looking for. And I think Swindon will be looking to try and get themselves another goal. Like I said, try and keep this respectable. But they'll be happy they've got their goal. They've not conceded 10. Given a good account for themselves. Can hold their heads up high. They're getting the big FA Cup money. A good tie here against Manchester City. Got to see a lot of the first team players. Good quality competition for the players. A good experience for them. A good FA Cup clash. Oh, it's a dodgy pass, and in the end, controlled by Warden. He has to slide in and win it against McAtee, and he picks it up at the end. That was a mess. The Swindon picked the loose ball up inside the Manchester City half. Parsons it is with the ball. Up against Ake. He's got Cancelo now for company. He's going to lose out on the ball there. Good tackle from Cancelo, and good work from Ake and Cancelo combined there as Rodri floats a ball across, nearly intercepted, but the top of the head just skims to the ball and City can come away with it. Here's Bernardo now to McAtee. Oh no, a bit of cramp there for McKirdy. Yeah, a bit of cramp, feeling it. As Manchester City make their third and final sub. And it's Nathan Ake that's going to come off. Oh no, we're making a fourth sub. Yeah, Ake that's going to come off. And it's Luke Mbete that's going to come on for Manchester City. We have seen him play for City before against Wickham. And Cole Palmer is the other man that's going to come off for Manchester City here. And making his Manchester City debut today is Keiki. Brazilian 18-year-old. Coming in to play for Manchester City. As McKirdy's going to come off here for Swindon. He's got his goal. Tucked under. Zack Steffen for the goal as well. Sliding in the mud. Happy with his goal. He's got a big smile on his face. He comes on. On comes off and Swindon make a couple of subs here for their 4 subs. I don't know how many subs you're allowed. I presume it's more than 3. But both teams have made 4. As we are nearing in on full time here. 87th minute. Here's Ruben Dias. Nearly pressed into a mistake. Steffen, his 4th long. Fancy themselves a goal here. Swindon's what they're looking for. Here's Bernardo. Great touch from Bernardo. And puts the ball into space, which should be cut off by Ward. And he'll pick it up inside his box. Kyle Walker it is to take the throw in here for Manchester City. The greatest throw in, anyway. In the end, City come away with it. Here's McAtee. Gives it to Cancelo. Lavia makes the run. It's going to be cut off. Oh, he does really well to keep that in for City there. Lavia. Swindon are going to have to clear the lines here. Did so well to stop that going out for a goal kick. And City get themselves a throw in. And that's Lavia's hard work that's provided that for Manchester City. And we're into the last couple of minutes of normal time here. 55 likes now, 45 to go to 100. Don't think we'll get to 100 today, unfortunately, but we'll have another attempt against Chelsea next weekend. Early kick-off next Saturday. Going live at midday for that game. That's in PM GMT, by the way, 12 PM GMT. The 12:30 kick-off. Here is Diaz now to Kyle Walker. McAtee sees the ball intercepted. Surely City come away with this ball. And they do is Rodri. Jesus had strayed offside. Needs to get back on side. Rodri still with the ball. Gives it to Lavia. Here is Cancelo. Gets it in towards McAtee. Here's Keiki. What can he do? Gets it to Jesus. Tackled. And then... Oh! Oh, whoa, what a save from Ward! A great firm hand onto the underside of the crossbar and it comes out. That's a brilliant save onto the underside of the crossbar. Rodri with a great effort. What a save from the keeper. That'd have been a great goal. Stopped it being 5-1 here. Here's Lavia. Now I'll play for a throw into Swindon. We'll see how long's going to be added on. I mean, City on another night could have had 6 or 7, really. Mbete is going to get beaten for pace, and they try. I think it's Parsons there trying to chip Zack Steffen. Doesn't manage it as Winter. The first of 3 minutes added on. Is Cancelo. To Rodri. Good work. Here's Walker. Cakey now to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo. Cakey once more. Be good to see if Cakey can do something. Rodri. I don't know where to go. Squares it across and out for a corner to Manchester City. Oh, that's miscontrolled by McAtee. But scrambles. He's going to go into the button for it as well. 1 minute to go here. Final minute of this FA Cup clash. City are going through to their 4th round of the FA Cup. Swindon have given us a real good go in the second half. I've actually enjoyed this cup clash. I think it's been a very good game. So I'm going to wish them the very best of luck for the rest of the season. I know a few of the Swindon fans have commented on my preview. I've had some social media comments as well. They've been very friendly and very nice. So wishing them the very best of luck for the rest of the season. And they've got themselves their goal. It's respectable. It's 4-1 to Manchester City against a very strong Manchester City team. So every bit of respect to them. They've matched up to the challenge. They've tried their hardest. And they've played some good stuff at times. They've tried to play football, and I always respect that. As the final whistle does go here at the county ground, and it finishes Swindon Town 1, Manchester City 4. City going to the 4th round. Swindon Town, unfortunately, exit out of the competition. Like I said, wishing them the very best of luck for the rest of the season. I am going to crack on and do my review video for this game. So I am just going to get the stats up very quickly and do a quick analysis for you guys. As Gabriel Jesus was, by One Football, voted the man of the match after getting himself a goal but missed the penalty. The stats for this game then. Manchester City ended up having 77% possession in the end, which was the exact same as the first half. 5 shots, 3 on target for Swindon and 1 goal. So congratulations to Harry McKirdy for getting the goal for Swindon today. Manchester City with 23 shots, 9 on target and 4 goals. Goals today for Bernardo Silva, Gabriel Jesus, Ilkay Gundogan, and also a great finish for Cole Palmer as well. That banana skin, though, dealt with by Manchester City. We go into the 4th round with the draw being on Monday, and we'll see who we get. Like I said, got my fingers crossed for a nice straightforward home tie against the lowest ranked team would be great. And yeah, hoping to get to Tunnel Club for that game as well, as long as all the situations and criteria meet. So we'll see, but we'll see what happens there. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. It is much appreciated. If you did enjoy this live watch along, make sure you leave a thumbs up. We're nearing in on 60 likes. I'm wondering in the post distribution of this video, can we hit maybe 70 likes? That would be brilliant. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well to leave your thoughts in the live chat while that is live for everybody to leave your thoughts in. If not, if you're watching this after the game, then leave your thoughts in the comments below. Also, don't forget to subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Less than 600 subs away from my goal of 22k subscribers. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget, social media links, they're in the description below and on the yellow banner too. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below and on the yellow banner too. If you want to go and hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And speaking of sponsors, do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by OneFootball.
This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date.
So thank you very much there to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. It is much appreciated. Link is at the top of my description. It's also in the live chat if you want to go and download the OneFootball app. Doing so does help to support the future content created here on my channel. OneFootball has kept you guys all up to date during this live stream with all the latest stats and team news, the build up to this game, and yeah, it's a fantastic app to have. It will keep you up to date with all the latest football news, transfer news, as well as the latest results, scores, statistics, live league tables, live commentary, and all your good footballing needs. Go and download OneFootball through my link. That would be much appreciated. It does help to support the future content created here on my channel and keeps these live watch-alongs coming for you guys. So any interaction towards that would be much appreciated. And thank you to everybody that has interacted with my sponsor OneFootball through my link. And speaking of interactions, thank you, everybody, for tuning in and interacting with me today. It's a win for Manchester City. We're through to the 4th round. We'll be back again next weekend, 12 p.m. GMT, religiously back in Premier League action. It will be Manchester City taking on Chelsea. And hopefully we'll have some players back for the COVID outbreak that we've had, and we'll have Pep back in on the touchline. But as it is, a win here for City, and we wait for the draw on Monday. So thank you everybody for tuning in. It is much appreciated. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their evening, and I do hope everyone has a great weekend as well. And I'll see you guys all again for my review video, which I will have out tonight for you guys to enjoy. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Peace. Ciao for now.